Good morning. Today, like yesterday, is going to be another day with a lot of low cloud, some mist and some fog. There will be some brightness in parts of the west. We've also got showers coming in across southern areas. I'll have the lot in about 10 minutes. Both good morning to you too. What we had yesterday is very much what we're going to have today. There's a lot of cloud out there, some mist and some fog, some dense fog actually across parts of the southeast, heading over in the direction of Wiltshire and Gloucestershire. We've also got this weather front coming in from the southwest. That's introducing some showers overnight. Some of those have been heavy and a few have been thundery. And we're going to continue in that vein through the course of today. So a lot of low cloud, mist and fog embedded in this. Here come the showers. Out towards the west, we will see some brighter skies, particularly if you live somewhere with a bit of height, and we'll see some sunshine. And even in the south, in between those showers, we're likely to see a little bit of sunshine as well. But it very much depends on the cloud cover, whether or not we get to 14 degrees. We should get to between 10 and 12 as we push down to the southwest. But like yesterday, if you're stuck under the low cloud, temperatures may not even get higher than 4 degrees. Now, through this evening and overnight, you can see how the showers continue across the Midlands, getting into East Anglia and Kent. Once again, we see a return to extensive cloud, some mist and some fog, but a new weather front coming in across the north of the country will introduce some snow flurries across Orkney and Shetland, for example, but it will more likely be rain at lower levels. I'll have a longer broadcast and more details in about half an hour. Lou and Dan.
We'll see you then, Carol. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Carol.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Once again today, it's going to be fairly cloudy. We've got some mist, we've got some fog, particularly dense at the moment across parts of southeast England. But some of us will see a little bit of sunshine, more especially in parts of the west. Now, it's a cold start to the day. Take a look at these. Braemar in the Highlands, -8 degrees. It's actually -7.5. I've rounded it down. Bradford, only 1 degrees. Belfast 2, Birmingham 3, Aberporth in Wales 4, St Peter Port in Guernsey at the top of the league there at 9 degrees. What's happening is high pressure's in charge of our weather. Not much else is going on. It's fairly stagnant, but we do have this weather front coming in across the southwest, and that is introducing some showers and also all this low cloud, mist and fog, not just in England and Wales, but also in Scotland and Northern Ireland. But we will see some breaks in western Scotland, northwest England, potentially northwest Wales, and also we'll see a few breaks in Northern Ireland. Showers continuing to push in from the southwest, getting in towards the Midlands and also the southeast through the course of the day. Some of them could be heavy and thundery. We might reach 14 somewhere in the southeast. It all depends on how long that cloud cover breaks. More likely to be 7 to 12 as we push out towards the west. But if you're stuck like yesterday under all the low cloud, temperatures will struggle above 4 degrees. Now, through this evening and overnight, we continue with the showers of anything drifting a bit further eastwards. Once again, we see a return to a lot of low cloud, some mist and some fog, and a new weather front coming in across the northwest will introduce some colder air and some snow across Orkney and Shetland, maybe 1 or 2 centimetres. But again, most of the snow as it comes across the mainland will be on higher ground. So this is the offending front, new area of high pressure coming our way, introducing colder air and a northeasterly breeze. For the rest of us, it's business as usual. So we're starting off with a lot of cloud, the showers in the southeast, some mist and some fog. Here comes the weather front slipping steadily southwards, getting across southern Scotland into parts of northern England. Most of it at lower levels will be some rain, but we could see some snow on the tops of the Pennines and also across the tops of the Lake District hills as well. These are our temperatures, 4 to 6 in the north, 6 to maybe 10 as we come down towards the southwest. So this is a new area of high pressure coming our way. It developed across Iceland, or will develop across Iceland, sinks south across us, and we've got this northeasterly flow coming our way, hence the colder air. But you can see some yellows coming in from the west. That is because the Atlantic influence will start to try to take hold. Won't really be terribly successful until we get later on into the weekend and next week when the weather turns more unsettled. So on Friday, still a fair bit of dry weather around, still a fair bit of cloud with some bright spells. On Saturday, look at these temperatures, 7s and 8s. But as these Atlantic fronts come in from the Atlantic to western areas, bump into the cold air, there is a chance some of us could again see some snow. Dan and Lou.
She's mentioned it again. Thank you.
Good morning once again. Today we're looking at a cloudy day with some mist and fog and general murky conditions. The best of any brightness will be in the west, and across southern areas we're looking at some showers. I'll have all the details coming up.
Some animals behind you, Carol. Carry on.
Morning. Yes, indeed. Good morning, everybody. You can see from our Weather Watchers picture, it is not just foggy in parts of Newcastle, it's also foggy in Shropshire and many other areas actually. This morning there's a lot of low cloud, mist, murk generally, and some dense fog across parts of the southeast. Now we've got this little weather front which is coming in from the southwest. It's already producing some showers across parts of the Midlands, South Wales and southwest England, but not much else going on. There's hardly an isobar on this chart, so not much of a breeze at all today. A lot of cloud though. The best breaks are likely to be across parts of the west, especially with a bit of elevation. And we still have all these showers piling in through the day across parts of Wales, southern England, into the Midlands, heading in the direction of the southeast. And they could be heavy. They could also have the odd rumble of thunder in them as well. Now, if you're stuck under the low cloud, temperatures will barely break 4 degrees. But it could reach 14 degrees in London, but that's very much dependent on the cloud breaking. If it doesn't, then it won't reach 14. Through this evening and overnight, there goes the rain continuing in similar areas, pushing into East Anglia and Kent. Still all this low cloud, mist and murk, some fog, and a new weather front coming in from the north will introduce some rain at lower levels and some snow in the hills across the far north of Scotland and the Northern Isles. Temperatures nothing to write home about. These represent towns and cities. They'll be lower than that in rural areas, and where we do have any breaks, we're likely to see some frost. I'll have lots more details for you in half an hour, but for now, back to Lou and Dan. Isn't it beautiful, Lou? Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. This is one of our Weather Watchers pictures taken earlier this morning in Anglesey. Beautiful sunrise. Have you noticed that the sunrises and sunsets recently have been reddy pinky in colour? If you have, it's because there's some Saharan desert at the moment in the upper atmosphere. Now, the other thing we've got is a lot of cloud closer to Earth, and we're also looking at chilly conditions, some mist, some fog, some dense fog at that, particularly across the southeast, and this weather front moving steadily northwards and eastwards through the course of the day, bringing some showers with it, some of which will be heavy and thundery. So a really cloudy, dull start to the day. Dense fog with really poor visibility in the southeastern corner. The showers continuing to come in across southwest England, Wales into the Midlands, drifting further east towards the southeast through the day. But if you're somewhere in the west with a bit of height in particular, you're more likely to see some sunshine. Now, temperatures, if you're under the cloud, won't get much higher than 4 or 5 degrees. If the cloud breaks in London, for example, we could hit 14, but that's very much dependent on the cloud breaking for any length of time. More likely our top temperature will be 12, maybe 13. As we head on through the evening and overnight, we continue with those showers, some of them getting into the southeast. Once again, we're looking at a lot of cloud, some fog, some mist, some dankness basically in the air. And then this new weather front shows its hand, sinking southwards across the Northern Isles into northern Scotland, depositing some snow on the hills, but it's more likely to be rain at lower levels. A cold night for most, and where the cloud remains broken and the sky is clear, that's where we'll see some frost. So here's this weather front slowly drifting southwards through the course of Thursday, high pressure building in behind it. Again, not much in the way of a breeze as we go in through Thursday. But we start with the showers in the southeast, which clear. Here's that weather front I pointed out, sinking southwards, eventually getting into southern Scotland and northern England. At lower levels, we'll see some rain from this, not particularly heavy rain. On higher ground, we'll see some snow, maybe 1 or 2 centimetres. But the other thing is the wind's changing direction to more of a northeasterly, so it's going to start to feel colder. Still hanging on to the mild conditions, though, in the southwest. So here's that high pressure I pointed out, sinking across us as we go through Friday and into the weekend. Look at the blue hues across the map, indicating that coldness. So it's a northeasterly wind, or breeze actually, that will be coming our way. These are the temperatures on Friday and Saturday. Nothing to write home about. Still areas of cloud. There will be some sunshine, but it looks like some weather fronts are going to try and come in against that high pressure from the Atlantic. Now, if they do and they bump into the cold air, some of us may see some snow, and it might not just be a hill feature. I'll have more on that though as we go through the rest of this week.
Carol,
Good morning. Today again, we're looking at a cloudy day with some mist, some fog, some dank conditions. Brighter skies out towards the west, but some heavy, potentially thundery showers across parts of the south. I'll have all the details later in the programme. Yes, indeed, Lewin. For some of us, it's a really cold start to the day today as well. Good morning. You can see there's a lot of clouds, some mist, some fog, a bit of dankness in the air. And as we go through the course of today, it's the west that's favoured for seeing some sunshine, possibly at times the south. So here's all this cloud, some dense fog, particularly across parts of the southeast around the London area, heading through Oxfordshire in the direction of Wiltshire and Gloucestershire. We've also got some showers coming in across the southwest, South Wales, in through the Midlands, and we carry on with all this cloud as we move northwards into Scotland and also across Northern Ireland. Now in the west, we already have some breaks. That's where the temperature has slumped overnight. It got down as low as -7.5 in Braemar, for example. But we will see some brightness, especially with elevations. Now, we've also got these showers continuing across southern England, through the Midlands and Wales through the day. Some of those could be heavy and thundery, and these are our temperatures. 4 if you're stuck under the cloud all day, maybe 14 if the cloud cover breaks and we see some sunshine for any lengthy periods in the southeast. Through this evening and overnight, we continue with the showers across southern counties of England and also Wales. A return to all this low cloud mist and some fog. Any clear spells will produce some frost, and we've got another weather front sinking southwards, coming in across northern Scotland, depositing some snow and higher ground in the Northern Isles and the mainland of northern Scotland, but mostly rain at lower levels. It's going to be a cold night once again, and I'll have lots more details for you in about half an hour. Danny Lou. We'll look